Jai Hind all of you. I am Dr. Rahul Bansal from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So this one is the next video lecture for the electronic devices KC 301. So let us start. So in this video lecture, we will be discussing about the Fermi Dirac statistics, right? So what does this says? It simply said that the probability of finding like electron, okay, it simply gives the mathematical expression that can give the probabilistic view of this electron occupancy, right? So mathematically, if you want to define the Fermi Dirac function, it is equal to Fe is equal to 1 upon 1 plus e raised to power e minus ef divided by kT. Okay, so this Fe is basically a energy function, which is a energy function, and it is related to this energy, right? Where this Ef is denoting the Fermi level, right? Where Fermi level is basically the level, energy level, which is like where the probability of finding like charge carrier is 1 by 2 for the intrinsic semiconductor. And this K is called as the Boltzmann constant. It is having the value of like 8.62 into 10 square minus 5 electron volt per Kelvin, or 1.38 into 10 square minus 23 joule per Kelvin, right? So this K is actually the Boltzmann constant. So this Fermi Dirac statistics, if you see, this is actually gives the distribution of the charge carrier over the available energy states, right, which is required to calculate the carrier concentration. Now, electron in the solid will obey the Fermi Dirac statistics for sure, right? Next is this Fe is basically probability of occupancy by an electron of the energy state E at the particular absolute temperature, that is T. Now this Fermi energy level, Fermi Dirac statistics, will be varied in accordance with the temperature also. It is actually the temperature dependent parameter also, right? So if I say this Ef is a Fermi energy level, right, so electron occupancy probability at E is equal to Ef. So if I put in this equation, if you see, if I put E is equal to Ef, what I will get is Fe will be equal to E is equal to Ef. It will be equal to 1 upon 1 plus E raised to power E is equal to Ef. It means that E minus Ef will be equal to 0. Then 0 divided by kT, right? So this is basically equal to e raised to power 0 is equal to 1, right? So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 0.5. So this is the energy at the Fermi energy level. So if you want to draw this Fermi energy level, so how can I draw this, right? So if you consider this energy level be the conduction band energy level, right? This energy be the valence band energy level, right? So E is equal to Ef will be at the center. That is, if I use a different color pen for this, say it is like blue color. So this is equal to E is equal to Ef. So Fermi energy level is at the center for the intrinsic semiconductor, like this one, right? So this is the Fermi energy level, right? So at the temperature T equal to 0, or you can say E is equal to Ef, probability of occupancy of the electron will be maximum at the E is equal to Ef. or at the center for the intrinsic semiconductor. Now next is, so E is equal to EF, the Fermi energy level, Fermi Dirac statistics, Fermi Dirac function is equal to 1 plus e raised to power E minus EF minus EF divided by KT, right, which is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so the Fermi energy level is defined as, so finally we can define the Fermi energy level. Fermi energy level is defined as the level having the 50% of the probability of being occupied by an electron, right. So it is also the average energy of the semiconductor sample, right. Next is, if we see from this graph, if we see condition at T is equal to 0, that is temperature equal to 0 degree Kelvin, right. So Fermi energy level, that is Fermi Dirac statistics, that is Fermi function, from Dirac function, right, at T is equal to 0, the mathematical expression was right. So this was the Fermi Dirac function. You want to check this? Yes. Now if you see carefully, at T is equal to 0, put T is equal to 0 here, what you will get is, T is equal to 0 means this exponential term will be either e raised to power minus infinity or plus infinity, right. So at T is equal to 0, if you check for E is greater than EF, right, two possible condition may be possible, right. First is E is less than EF and E is greater than EF, right. So if you see from the graph, this is your conduction band, this one is your valence band, and this one is your EF. Suppose that we want to check, for E is greater than EF for temperature T equal to 0. So here we have E is greater than EF. This energy level is actually E is greater than EF for temperature T is greater than T is equal to 0, right. So in this case, E is greater than EF, it means that this term will be positive, right. So 1 plus e raised to power plus infinity, right. So it will give me Fe will be equal to 0, 1 upon infinity will be equal to 0, right. So expression can be like written as 1 upon 1 plus e raised to power infinity, which is equal to 0, that is Fe is equal to 0 for E is greater than EF. Here at any point you can just take above EF, right. So it means that the Fermi Dirac function is equal to 0, probability of occupancy of the electron at temperature T equal to 0 at E is greater than EF will be equal to 0. Now take the second case, that is E is less than EF. In this case, the electron is occupying the energy state which is equal to this one. Second case. In the second case, E is less than EF. Now put here E is less than EF. Then this exponential term will be negative, like this one. Fe will be equal to, in the second case it will be equal to 1 upon 1 plus e raised to power minus infinity, right. It will be equal to 1, right. So it will be equal to 1. It means that probability of finding electron, probability of occupancy of the electron for E is less than EF at temperature T equal to 0 degree Kelvin, it will be maximum or it will be like 1, right? So this graph shows this only, that is at the temperature, at the different temperature, right? Fermi Dirac function with respect to the energy level. So if I talk about T is equal to 0, it will be a rectangular strip, right? Fermi Dirac function will be either equal to 1 or it will be equal to 0, right? Now next is, if at all temperature is increased from the 0 degree Kelvin towards the room temperature, then the Fermi Dirac function will be varied exponentially, like this one. It will be varied exponentially, right? And with the increase in energy, that is E, it will be, Fermi Dirac function will be decrease exponentially. Similarly, for the second case, if you further increase the temperature, then it will further decrease, right? Slope will further like increase. Now, if you see this rectangular strip, this implies that at 0 degree Kelvin, right, every available energy state up to Fermi energy level is filled with electron, and all the states above the Fermi energy level are empty. So this is the physical significance of this rectangular strip. Now if you see the correlation of the semiconductor sample at the temperature T equal to 0, we have like already discussed about this thing, that is what will be the Fermi Dirac statistics value at the T is for E is greater than EF and for E is less than EF, right? So this we have already discussed. Okay, so at T is greater than 0, there will be some probability that is exist for the state about the Fermi energy level to be filled, right? So T is equal to T1, there will be some probability Fe such that this Fermi energy level are filled. So there is a corresponding probability 1 minus Fe, and which state that below EF are empty, right? The Fermi function is symmetrical about the EF for all the temperatures, right? So that is the probability of F of EF plus delta E, that the state delta above the EF is filled with the, yes, it is filled with the, it will be like same as the probability of 1 minus F of EF minus delta E, that is the state delta E below the EF is empty. So this 1 minus Fe is basically the probability of unoccupancy of the electron, that is the state is vacant, or you can say it is occupied by the hole, right? The allowed states are present in the valence band. We should like search for the charge carrier and we will find like the hole be 1 minus Fe to find the vacancy state, which are nothing but the hole. They are like hole, right? In other words, 1 minus Fe in the valence band gives the occupancy of the probability of hole, right? Now, if you see occupancy of the electron and the occupancy of the hole carefully, so this Fe is basically the occupancy of the electron, okay? So this and this 1 minus Fe is basically the occupancy of the hole, right? So that this Fermi-Dirac statistics will be maximum at E equal to 0, right? And it will decrease exponentially as the E increases. This is for the occupancy of the electron. Now if I talk about the occupancy of the hole, so it will be minimum at the energy which is lower energy state, okay, and it will be increased as the energy increases, as hole is nothing but a vacancy of the electron, right? So this vacancy of the electron is actually called as the hole, and it will vary like this one, that is shown by this dotted graph, right? Now next is Fermi-Dirac distribution function applied to the semiconductor. For the case of intrinsic semiconductor, if you see, for the intrinsic semiconductor, this N naught is equal to P naught, that is number of electron at the equilibrium state will be equal to number of hole at the equilibrium state, okay? So this Fermi energy level must be lying the center of the gap, okay? So if I say like this is the conduction band energy level, if I say this one is the valence band energy level, then Fermi energy level will be at the center, right? So that this Fe will be symmetrical, right, about the EF. So Fe will be symmetrical. If you see this, Fermi energy level will be symmetrical about the CS. This EF will be at the center, right, shown by this blue line, dotted line, right? So it will be at the center, right? And at the center, this will be like decrease. This will be decreased. This Fe will be decreased, right? And it will be lying at the center, right? Its center will be lying at the center of this, right? So you can just see from this. So this is for the case of intrinsic semiconductor, right? So from this graph we can just see this Fe is basically symmetrical with respect to the conduction band, okay? And if I say like for the hole also, it will be symmetrical for the 1 minus Fe also, right? So there is no energy state available and no electron occupancy result from the Fe in this range, if you see at this particular range, right? So this is for the case of intrinsic semiconductor, right? Now next is this extrinsic semiconductor. For the extrinsic semiconductor, if you see, this is your N-type semiconductor. It is basically formed by doping the pure semiconductor with the pentavalent impurity, right? So electron will be the majority charge carriers, right? A discrete energy level is created just below the conduction band, right? So it was like this one, discrete energy level, okay? So Fermi energy level will be just below the conduction band, right? So if you want to draw the Fermi-Dirac function graph, right, so it will be symmetrical about this EF, that is Fermi energy level. So we can draw like this one. right? So this is in accordance with the symmetrical about the this Fermi energy level, right? Now for the case of p-type semiconductor, as a p-type semiconductor is formed by doping the pure semiconductor with third group element, right? So majority charge carrier will be hole. So for the case of hole, Fermi Dirac function will be 1 minus Fe, right? Now as a discrete energy level is created just above the conduction, just above the valence band in the case of p-type semiconductor, right? So that the Fermi energy level will be this one. So let us say this one is like EF, which is shown by blue dotted line. Now Fermi Dirac function will be symmetrical about this EF, so we can just draw like this one, and this portion will give me the 1 minus Fe, right? So in the next video lecture we will be discussing about how to compute the charge carrier concentration with the help of this mathematical expression for the Fermi Dirac statistics, right? And how to compute the number of electron also, number of electron and number of holes using the Fermi Dirac statistics. Okay, so thank you all of you for listening this carefully. Thank you.